What's up, everybody? Mr. Jones here for another quote of the week. I'm going to talk briefly here about a quote that my mom told me when I was entering into teaching. Again, I said in my About Me video, she's probably my hero. She's somebody I really look up to, not only for the mom that she was and the loving example that she was to me, but for the teacher too. My mom's a math teacher, and so she taught me a lot about what it means to teach kids the right way. And she said this. She said the most important thing you can learn in school is to treat people with kindness and respect. And again, I really believe that. And I say this a lot in my classroom, but yeah, I'm a math teacher and I'm responsible for teaching math, but I will be the first one to tell you that there's a lot more things and more important in this world than math, than learning how to do math the right way. It's really valuable, and I talk all the time about how do we use this in real life, answering those questions, and I can get into that later on. But yes, the learning to treat people with kindness and with respect to me is the most important thing you can learn in school. And you might be saying, but we don't have a kindness class. We don't have a respect class. How am I supposed to learn this stuff? Believe it or not, you learn extra things in school more than just the classes that you have. Like you learn more than algebra in algebra class. You learn more than how to read in English class and etc. Um, when you're in school, you're developing your work ethic. You're learning what it means to work and work hard at things, even when you might not feel like it. You're learning to interact with your peers, and that's what I'm going to be talking about here. You learn to develop grit, and again, that's something that like I'm bad at something, but I still want to keep trying it. I still want to keep working hard at it. So there's all these things that you're learning even without even realizing it. You're kind of developing as a person while doing all these different classes and taking all these different classes. You're developing your work ethic and your personality, and all these things are being shaped in this way. So it's actually pretty cool. But talking about this quote specifically, again, to me, more important than math, more important than science, is you're learning in school, you're learning to interact with the people around you, the teachers, everybody around you. You're learning to interact with them. And to me, the most important thing that you can learn is to treat those people well, to treat them in two ways, to treat them with kindness and to treat them respectfully. Okay. So just breaking those down a little bit, treating people with kindness, again, this you guys know what kindness is, but it's doing good to those around you, right? It's doing what you know to be right in your heart to those people around you, and even when you don't feel like it, right? Treating people with kindness is kind of a discipline, right? You kind of have to do it, or you don't have to do it, but you should do it even when you don't feel like doing it, right? And that's something that society today often doesn't tell you is, oh, you just do whatever you feel like. If you're in a bad mood, it's okay for you to cuss people out and whatever. And not it's but as you grow and you mature a little bit, and hopefully when you do treat people with kindness, you guys have probably felt this. When you do something good for somebody or you treat people kindly, you get that sense of fulfillment. You get that sense of, hey, I did the right thing there. And that can be kind of a snowball. I know it has for me in my life. When I'm in my classroom and I get in there that day and all I do feel like doing is just, I don't feel like being around kids that day, but when I go in and instead I choose to be kind, um, I leave that day feeling so pumped and so excited because I know that I did good that day. Um, and so I hope that that's something that you have experienced and continue to experience as well, choosing to treat people kindly and doing the right thing. And then respecting people, again, I think that's different, but I think respect to me, RESPECT, I'll tell you what it means to me. Sorry. It to me, respect means to accept and to honor the people around you, especially those that have different opinions or different experiences than you do, right? And again, if your opinions or how you feel about things are different than mine, respect is not like yelling at you and just standing firm and being like, I know what's best, I know what's right, and just sticking to that. But instead, to me, respect is okay, I know how I feel, but I want to hear how you feel, especially if it's different. So then maybe I can learn something and be more well informed. Um, so respect to me means just kind of being willing to listen, being able to be humble and sit back and say, hey, here's how I feel about, I want to hear how you feel about this. Let's talk about it. and just respecting those around me by, listening. They say it's being slow to speak and quick to listen. And that's something that I try and do with those around me, especially those that I know feel differently than me. So my challenge to you guys with this stuff is right. And again, it's going to be weird in this virtual environment, but make the active choice, right? Kindness and respect, two virtues that are just so important. Okay, learn to treat people that way, and you learn it by trying it, by doing it, right? That's like anything. You're not going to learn math by just sitting and having somebody talk to you about it. You learn math by actually sitting down, doing some of the problems, and seeing where you make mistakes and growing. And the same thing with treating people a certain way, right? If you've never actually sought to do that, if you've never like said, okay, I'm going to be kind to this person today. If you've never actually like chosen to do that, then yeah, you're probably not very good at it. Again, you learn and you tell yourself, okay, I don't care how I'm feeling. I don't care what's inside me. I still have the choice to treat people kindly, and I'm going to try to do that. I think that's a good way to learn, to begin to learn this most important thing. And if everybody's trying to treat people kindly, then I think this world's going to be a lot better place. And that's the goal, right? To make the world a better place. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So anyway, there's my quote of the week for you. Shout out to Mama Jones for saying it. And that is all, guys. So hope we have a great week here. Week 3, virtual learning. Let's do it. Thanks.